Take two. My name is Matt, here for the Sin Bin, here to report on a very, very important contract signing. So we got Jordan Eberle, player for the New York Islanders. He is signed to a 5 year, $27.5 million contract. This is worth an average value of 5.5 million. So the season's ended. The St. Louis Blues won the cup. The Bruins lost, thank God. So now it's the time where we get all of the contract signings. And first up, they're coming in and they're coming in hot. This is probably one of many videos. At first up, we got Jordan Eberle, who signed to a contract and the details I had just named previously. Jalen's in the chat. Hello, I don't know why I have trouble with your name. Hello, Jalen. So let's discuss this contract. Is it too much? Is it too little? Is it just right? We're about to find out. So, if you're like me and you're Canadian and you grew up watching Jordan Eberle, you know him for one specific play. There is one play that will go down in history involving Jordan Eberle. There is one play that when he retires, we will remember him for this play. And I am talking about the "Can You Believe It" play. In case you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, go YouTube it. Jordan Eberle, "Can You Believe It?" It comes from the World Juniors. Scored a goal in the final seconds against the Russians. So he looked like he was going to have a very promising career after that wonderful World Juniors showing. And then Jalen says, just say Daniel if Jalen is too hard. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do that because I see Jalen and I see Daniel, and my brain combines them both, and I end up saying Janiel for some reason. But this video is about Eberle, not Jalen or Daniel. So, Eberle, let me give a few more details about this contract. So, the first few years contain a full no trade clause. The final three contain a modified no trade clause where Eberle submits a 16-team no trade list. So if you're a player, you want to have a no trade clause. What a no trade clause is that you submit teams. For example, say I'm a player, and the teams that I don't want to get traded to, I list them off. So, for example, Boston, Arizona, Edmonton. So, in the future, if my team decides to trade me to one of those teams I named, I could say, hey guys, look, it's one of the teams in my list. You can't trade me. And no matter how much the GM wants to trade you, he has to listen to you and respect your no movement clause. So his first 2 years contain a full no trade clause, meaning any team that he's traded to, he can put a veto on it. And then his final three contain a 16-team no trade list. Now, 16 teams is a lot. It really is. And let me just jump to the chase and address that subtitle that I put in my thumbnail that took me way too long to make. Is it too much for Jordan Eberle? Not really. In today's NHL, with the salary cap constantly increasing, 5 million or 5.5 isn't that much. If I look at his stats on HockeyDB, one of my favorite websites, so in 2016, let me start there. He had 51 points, 20 goals. In 2017, he had 25 goals, total of 59 points. So his first year with the Islanders is actually fairly decent. If you can almost get 60 points and 25 goals, that's really really good. And if I'm not mistaken, that's the year that Tavares was there, so that that explains that little points increase. And going off of that, in 2019, Tavares was gone, so that explains the point decrease to 37. So going from 59 to 37. Now, if you say that you pay $5 million for a guy who makes 37 points, I will caution on the side that maybe it's a little too much. But that being said, I don't know certain intangibles. I don't really watch Islanders games, so maybe he brings a lot of leadership. Maybe, he works really hard every shift. So if I were to just say, in retrospect, if I think that 5 million is too much, no, it's not too much. And how many years was it? Okay, so it's 5 years. And 5 years isn't that long of a term either. So overall, I think that this is a fairly good contract. I think that they're going to get their money's worth. And even if they don't, say Eberle doesn't perform really well, it's just 5 years. So it's what I would call a low risk, high reward trade. Now Jalen says it's not too much. And Jalen, I would agree with you. Eberle's, I would call him an underrated player. I mean, he consistently gets 20 goals. 5 million, 20 goals. Today's NHL, it's hard to score goals. So that's not too bad. And I forgot to mention the type of playoffs he's had. Don't think for a second that that didn't give his salary a little boost there. He had an excellent, especially a round one playoffs against the Pittsburgh Penguins. So congratulations, Jordan Eberle. You got paid. Hopefully you're going to get laid. And let's hope with all that money you can afford orthodontics. Because every time I see your teeth, I borderline go blind. So, with all that being said, please voice your opinion in the chat. Please let me know what you think about the trade, the contract. If you guys like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and there will be more to come. My name is Matt, signing off.